if you just do this one trick, this is gonna help you so much on number one, being able to make your videos look more professional, but number two, easier way to edit your videos and put it out there where it looks good. Most YouTubers only post one video a week, and they are missing out on significant growth on their channel. As head editor of Brand Creators, which is just under 100,000 subs, we have noticed that publishing more videos per week has drastically increased our views by 50%. That's right, 50%, almost 300,000 views a month just from publishing more. And I know what you're probably saying, that's a lot more work. I don't have time to do all of that. Well, you want to know the crazy thing? The strategy I'm going to show you is actually less work. So let's jump right into it. So first thing is, my dad shoots all his videos in StreamYard. We love StreamYard because of the high definition. Also, there's a lot of things you can do while you are going live, which you can do some pop-ups, you can interview people. Very cool, very easy to use. Plus, it's easier for me to use in post-edit. If you haven't used StreamYard yet, you can get 14 days free if you go to startyourlive.com. Again, that is our affiliate link at startyourlive.com. That'll buy us a nice cup of coffee. As you see, I already got mine here. Got a little cold brew action. That's the only coffee I drink, actually. Now, he sends everything to me through Dropbox. So I'm going to go here to Dropbox. I'm going to download it. Now, to save time, I already downloaded this and I put it in ScreenFlow. Now, I use ScreenFlow. You don't have to use this. Obviously, ScreenFlow is only for Macs. I do use other platforms, and I have used other platforms. This is the easiest one for me to edit on. I think it's top tier. So if you want to try that out, check out ScreenFlow. If you don't have a Mac, there are other ones you can use as well. I've used Adobe Premiere. I've used CapCut. I've used a bunch of different ones. So this isn't the only way to do it, but I do want to show you how we can make the most of this video and repurpose it. So this video that I'm showing you right here was a live that my dad did. Okay, as you can see, all this that he has on the screen, where it has this guy with this blog post, and then it has his business partner Chris Schaefer there. This is all what he did in StreamYard. So this is nothing for me to edit. I leave that part. But here's where the editing comes down. And again, you can make this as simple as you want. A lot of videos now are way over edited. And so I'm going to actually simplify this for you so where you can have professional looking videos, but yet it takes you less time. All right, so look, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way until I see it goes to that other screen. All right, so right about here, I'm going to try to narrow it down so it's right before. All right, perfect. I'm going to make a cut. What I love with ScreenFlow is I only have to hit one button and it'll cut it. That's the one negative with like Adobe Premiere is you have to hit the button and then you got to click on it. I don't have to worry about clicking on it. I just hit T and then it cuts it for me. Anyway, so we're going to go here and you're going to see this first 40 to 45 seconds is him just talking, right? If I just left it like that, you're probably going to lose interest. You're not going to stay. We need to have more engagement on this. And again, I'm trying to make this as easy, quick as possible to edit for you. So the biggest thing you need to start with is jump cuts. All right, so first, I'm going to listen to the beginning.
All right, so I wanted to expose the truth.
Okay, already two things I noticed, right? There's a lot of pauses. It was only 5 seconds, but there's two big pauses where if I'm a viewer, I'm probably not going to stay for that, right? So first thing I want to do, before I even hit the pause, is I want to see where that first pause is and how I can make an edit on it.
All right, so I wanted to...
The all right, that's a filler. I don't want to start with that.
All right, so I wanted to...
So I'm going to start with the I want to because it's right to the point. So I'm going to go right to it, hit T, hit delete, I'm going back.
I wanted to...
Okay. We're going to hit that cut there and I'm going to just zoom in a little bit. I'm going to take out, see how this is nothing here? I'm going to take out that pause.
Expose.
See how it's quicker?
I wanted to expose the truth.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna take that, take out this filler. You can see I take out all the pauses. All right. Now first, still pauses out, but it's still boring in the beginning, right? So
I wanted to.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take both these clips because it's so short. I'm gonna make one zoom cut on this. Now I already pre-programmed this in ScreenFlow. Again, you don't have to use ScreenFlow. You can use other things to do a zoom, but all I did was just zoom in on this. All right, so look.
I wanted to expose the truth.
Now, that I want to really emphasize that, right? So maybe I'm actually going to go back. I'm going to make this a small zoom, I call it. So we're going to start here.
I wanted to expose the truth.
Do you see how I put the emphasis on the expose by zooming in? That's what makes it more engaging in the beginning. It grabs your attention because you're exposing someone, right? So
I wanted to expose the truth
already it pops a little bit more, right?
on an article that was posted.
All right, so I'm going to go here. If you notice, I'm not going off of 3 to 5 seconds. I know a lot of creators will say, every 3 seconds, every 5 seconds. No, sometimes you want to just go off of the pauses or what just makes sense when what someone is saying. All right, so right here, this is my third cut I do. I'm going to go, I call it slow zoom cut. So I zoomed in a little bit farther than the other zoom. If you notice, that was the first zoom. It's a little bit farther. But what I'm going to add to that is I'm going to zoom out. So it's going to be a little bit of a transition. So watch this.
On an article that was posted about.
All right, so you saw that. Let's go again.
To expose the truth on an article that was posted about a 26-year-old kid.
All right, and then I go back to the zoom on this.
Article that was posted about a 26-year-old kid.
All right, that whole pause, take it out. Boom. All right, so here we go.
I wanted to expose the truth on an article that was posted about a 26-year-old kid that says he's making $38,500 a month.
So right there, we're going to hit that. We're going to go small zoom. Now, what have I done so far? I have literally just done jump cuts. I have not done any other edits yet. Okay, yes, I see where you guys can say this is time consuming, takes too long. This is only going to be a 40-second clip, and I'm going slow just to show you guys, but it doesn't take this long, okay? These jump cuts, and here's the great part. After you do your first 3, I call it the magic 3, I'm going to keep this sequence the entire time I do jump cuts. So I started this one with a zoom, and then I went to a small zoom, then I'm going to go to more of a zoom, and then to a zoom out, right? So there's 3. Zoom, small zoom, and then the slow zoom out, right? I'm going to follow that. Zoom, slow zoom, or sorry, small zoom, and then slow zoom out. So let me take that pause out. We're gonna hit that cut, and then we're gonna do a small zoom out. And it's literally, if you watch any of the videos on brand creators, you're gonna see this.
A month, and he's only working 20 minutes a day.
Again, take out the pause. Just by taking out pauses and jump cuts, you're going to make your video more engaging. So don't worry about any pop-ups, any B-roll, any of that. We'll get to that. But right now, if you just want to, number one, repurpose your content, but also make it where it's good enough to view as a viewer and make it look professional, just do the jump cuts. And just to speed up the process, I'm going to go through all these jump cuts for the first 40 seconds. All right, so I went through the first 40 seconds. Didn't take me long. And already, just look at the difference.
I wanted to expose the truth on an article that was posted about a 26-year-old kid that says he's making $38,500 a month, and he's only working 20 minutes a day.
So already you can see the difference. It's already more engaging just because of the zoom cuts. Now, when you're watching a video, you're not thinking about the zoom cuts, but really it's re-grabbing your attention every time. It's a different angle, a different zoom out, right? It's keeping you engaged, okay? And again, I try to go along with the words. Now, I know I did it off of the pauses right now because in this first part, he had a lot of pauses. Some videos you might not have a lot of pauses, so you got to find other ways to do it. You don't want to go in the middle of a word. So what you want to do is find like a part where you say and or but or any of those filler words like that is going to prolong your sentence or go to the next thing. You want to hit on that word so that it gives it more power. So every word has power when you're talking through your jump cuts. Now, I told you we're going to go to this part. I'm not editing this, and this is the beauty of StreamYard. He already did this because number one, he's showing his live stream, but also he's doing this for post edit. It looks good, and I don't have to touch it. So all of this, I don't have to touch anything. So right there, that just saved me 3 minutes of editing right here, which it would have took me longer than 3 minutes to edit it, but 3 minutes of the video to edit, I didn't have to do. So all this in here, I would do a jump cut. Okay, I would go all the way up to 5 minutes at least to do your jump cuts. Now I do the whole video, but if I was to do it in time consuming wise, I would do 5 minutes because usually that's what you're gonna get for average view duration. Now here's the other thing, he's got split screen. I don't have to edit this one. All right, this is another one I don't have to edit. I can add B-roll if I want, but that's what it's gonna look like. The first thing is, this is from a live stream. So remember that. This is 12 minutes that he took of a clip out of a live stream when he was talking, okay? So that's the first part. The second part, he already had some stuff in it that I didn't need to edit because he did it in StreamYard. So that could be you adding whatever it is you're talking about in your niche. You could be putting in a blog post. You could be putting in even a video. You could be just you split screen talking like this. All of this stuff helps for your post edit of less stuff you have to do. And then the biggest thing is adding jump cuts. If you just add jump cuts and you don't have time to add B-roll, or you don't have time to add pop-ups or any of that, or even sounds, start with the basics. Jump cuts. Jump cuts will already make your videos look more professional. Also, if you did want to see more edits, like how to do B-roll, how to add sound, any of those kind of things, drop a comment so I know, so I can make some videos about that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you're really curious about our whole live stream content strategy, go ahead and check the video out over here and our whole run through on how we repurpose live stream content.